I think we all agree that no writer in history has done more to change and shape the English language than Shakespeare. Many of the words and phrases he came up with are still in common use today, more than you ever realize. His plays have been taught to schoolchildren for decades, been read for centuries, been performed in theaters around the world, and turned into successful movies too. We are using Shakespeare's words and phrases as if they have been always there since human beings started. One time, when I was chatting with a guy on the airplane to Glasgow, he said, "I always try to help my friends when they are really in a pickle." As a foreigner, I didn't know this phrase then, but I immediately understood what he meant. In a pickle means in a difficult situation. It's widely said in the West. It's from the play The Tempest. The original words are, Trin. I have been such a pickle since I saw you last, that I fear me will never out of my bones. I shall not feel flying balloon. Many people like whodunit stories. So do I. We often see popular movies about the cold-blooded serial killer. Cold-blooded has been used only to describe reptiles before, which are cold-blooded. Shakespeare created a new way to describe someone who is emotionally cold. It's in the play King John. Thou cold-blooded slave, hast thou not spoke like thunder on my side, been sworn my soldier, bid me depend upon thy stars, thy fortune, and thy strength, and dost thou not fall over to my force? Since he first used it in his 17th century play, it has become a common term to describe murderers, vampires, serial killers, and unfeeling persons. Most of us have the experience of falling in love with someone, but not all our friends and family members like your lover. They often say, "Well, I guess love is blind." Love is blind is a phrase that Shakespeare didn't actually invent, but Shakespeare used it a lot in his plays and helped to make it part of our everyday language today. In The Merchant of Venice, I'm much ashamed of my exchange, but love is blind, and lovers cannot see the pretty follies and themselves commit. If I tell you the word manager is from Shakespeare, do you believe me? In Midsummer Night's Dream, King Theseus says, "Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour?" If not for Shakespeare, workday complaining in the office break room just wouldn't be the same. Maybe we'll complain about Lady Bird. Oops. Lady Bird is also from the famous play Romeo and Juliet. The nurse said, "What, lamb? What, Lady Bird? God forbid. What's this girl? What, Juliet?" Think about how much fun we have with Lady Birds, all thanks to Shakespeare. When we made a mistake, what do we normally say? Well, what's done is done. We need to think about how to fix it. In the tragedy play, Lady Macbeth says, "How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them?" They think on. Since without all remedies should be without regard, what's done is done. Do you feel better now? Christmas is coming. We all want to buy the most fashionable gifts for our loved ones. I guess even Shakespeare himself didn't foresee this word is so important in our modern life. For time is like a fashionable host that slightly shakes his parting guest by the hand, and with his arms outstretched, as he would fly, grasps in the comer, welcome ever smiles, and farewell goes out sighing. Troilus and Cressida, 1602. There are too many words and phrases that are being used in our daily life from generation to generation. I'm sure they are timeless and will last forever and ever. I can't list them all in just one video. It's just simply impossible. If you know more, please share with us in the comments. Actually, that could be fun.